Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Darkest Hour. It is episode 39 tonight. No guest, just Jay, Donnie, and I hanging out for a little hangout session and Q&A. Let's say hi to the boys. What's up, boys? Hello?
Howdy.
Hello.
Welcome.
There we go. The hotkeys wouldn't work for a second there. Now it works.
Uh-oh.
Beautiful.
Oh, no.
Sometimes hotkeys just don't work unless you've actually clicked the application. I don't know what the hell's going on. Anyway, what's up, dudes?
What's up, Soma?
Not
What's
much.
up, Donnie?
Not a whole lot.
It's just the three of us, guys.
Been a while.
It's good, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Just
We always have such loud and obnoxious guests. You know, they're always so rude to us. They talk so much.
That's true. They're all very rude, talking over us,
Yeah,
interrupting us.
All of them.
Every single one.
Can't stand a single one.
Yep. And all the future ones,
No
too. Fuck them,
podcast
too.
etiquette, these guys.
Collectively.
No webcams.
Yeah, let's just turn the cams off.
I know,
Fuck
right?
it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, sorry that we didn't have a podcast last week. Sorry about that, folks. Donnie was sick. I was feeling really sick. Jay, are you still sick?
Kinda,
What is up with us? I feel like in the last year we've all been sick many, many times. I used to never get sick. Now I feel like I get
I've
sick
gotten COVID
one.
four times. How many times do you guys
What the
get
fuck?
COVID?
3.
I think only once.
Yeah.
I don't
I
understand.
You know what
every
I think
time
it
came
was?
around.
It's crazy. I got sick twice from doing like 28-hour streams. Next day I get sick.
I'll do it.
Yeah, you gotta get
Yeah.
sleep. Sleep is how you rebuild the shields,
Yeah.
the immuno shields. Yeah, especially as you get older too. You gotta get more sleep or you get more rundown faster. Shit, when you get older, you have to wear nerd glasses so you don't strain your fucking head looking at your PC screen. It's a
Yeah.
shame.
That's fair.
My eyeballs just burn 24/7. Just
That
part of life,
is
I
not
guess.
good. You should definitely get some gunners or just some eye drops. Just get some eye
Your
drops.
eyes actually burn?
Sometimes.
If you stare at your monitor for hours and hours and hours and you're not drinking water or blinking, 'cause you don't want to blink because you don't want to fucking miss a shot or something, so you just eyes are wide open staring at the screen, fuck yeah, your eyes will burn.
What are you drinking there? A little limeade?
She got a little
Pink
lemonade.
dude. No sugar.
No sugar?
No
That's
sugar,
good. That's
come
good.
on.
Yep.
None at all.
I was about to say, how
Yeah.
much sugar's in that thing? Because that's a fucking jug.
It's got stevia in it, I think. Wait a minute.
Okay, all right.
Or sucralose.
Have you guys played Half Sword?
I'm
No.
not.
I haven't
Awesome
played it yet.
game.
Apparently it's really funny and really good. Thinking about buying it.
It
Looks
looks
good.
goofy.
Looks like a funny
It's free,
stream
I
game.
think.
It's free? Oh shit.
Yeah, you can just download the demo. on
Okay, well
Steam,
that's cool.
unless you gotta buy
Yeah.
it somewhere else.
Okay, maybe I'll get a demo. I didn't realize it was a free demo. That's super cool.
Hmm.
You know what else is super cool? A few days ago we got hotfix number 20, and yesterday there was a dev Q&A with OnePeg and Terrence from
I
saw that.
Nice.
I was actually very confused because I got on Twitch. I didn't know that was happening, and I just saw Jay's like little camera cropped on top of Terrence's. I was like, "Is Jay just having a little chat with one pet? What's going on here?" But
That would have been great.
Did you guys hang out and watch the whole thing?
I did. Yeah, it was a great
Yeah.
conversation. It was very good. I watched
saw
it
the-
on my big screen TV in my living room like a nerd. Not even at my desk.
Alright.
Like it was a fucking event. That's pretty fucking nerdy.
You guys ever go on Twitter and you see those videos or those like pictures? They're like, "Yo, favorite streamer guy, I got you pulled up on like the TV at the bars." You ever seen those?
Yes.
Could you imagine like being at some sports bar, like, "Hey, listen, I got to throw Jay Griffey up. Like, you mind doing that for me?"
Dude,
dog?"
people said that to me back in the day. They'd be at a bar or they'd be at home with their family. Not kidding. This one guy was like, "I have my mom, my dad, my wife, and my kids here. We have you on the TV in the living room playing Daisy." I was like, I'm so sorry
Alright.
for your parents, especially his
Yeah,
poor mother,
family.
that poor grandma. I am like saying disgusting, terrible shit with subpar gameplay, screaming into a mic, and this man has his family gathered around for happy time. It's not good.
Yeah.
I just felt guilty. Like ruin the stream.
Yeah. We
Anyway.
do make
I've had
a
a
lot
couple
of bad
people-
jokes.
I have had like 2 different people come in. They're like, I'm at the bar right now, bro. Well, I say I love the stream, and then like 2 minutes go by and like 10 gifted subs, and I'm like, all right, bro, get off the stream, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, put the wallet
trying to
away. You're drinking too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, 10 gifted
Yeah.
subs. He was gonna spend that money anyway, so it was gonna be on you or like just get some
They
shots
still-
for the
They
table.
probably still spent it. to be
Yeah,
real.
probably.
That's true.
Yeah.
When I got all my crypto stolen many years ago, I like said something on
Oh,
Twitter, and Swifter, the legend, donated $1,000 to my stream because he felt guilty and bad for me. Just made me feel bad.
Holy.
It's like I'm already bad. I'm obviously bad with money here. You shouldn't give me any more of it, right? Like
I need to take
keep
some
your
e-beggar
keep your
lessons from you,
$1,000.
dude.
I didn't even e-beg. I didn't even e-beg. I just said I'm sad. I got fucking hacked, and he was like, "There, I'm rich." I'm like, okay.
You guys
Anyway.
have heard the story, right, of the guy who has the like the USB that has an absurd amount, like hundreds of millions of dollars of like Bitcoin on it, and he
Mhm.
forgot the password, and he has one try left. He's like tried every other possible password, and it's not right, and he has one try left, and he's just like, "Fuck, I don't know what it is," and he's just had to accept the fact that he could be like some 100 gillionaire or whatever.
What about the guy that accidentally threw a
I've
hard
heard
drive
that.
away? He threw a hard drive away with his crypto on it, like his ledger. I can't remember what it is, but his codes or something is on this hard drive. And it's in a landfill, and he has spent something like tens and tens of thousands of dollars hiring people to help him find the hard drive in this landfill so he can recover it.
Dude, are
heard
you
about
turning
that
in
one.
that hard drive if you find it though? I'm not.
What if he finally found it, but there was like a really
I would.
messy, dirty diaper on? He's like, ugh, I'm just
I'm
gonna
doing it.
no.
Reach in there.
Just
Like everyone's got the questions, like what if $1 million would you, insert horrible act here. Dude, I'm picking a stinky diaper off of anything.
Sure,
for
with
$1
my
million
teeth.
for
Yeah,
I'll
with-
put my hand in a pile of shit for $1 million
Yeah.
instantly. I wouldn't even think about
and
it.
lick it
Nope.
clean.
my-
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
As long as I don't get any, diseases that kill me, fuck it.
I mean,
Hmm.
Even then, you could just pay it off because you're a bajillionaire.
exactly.
I don't know. With $1 million in America, isn't that like a leg break and an IV? It's pretty bad here,
That's
man.
right. It's like, yeah.
$20K for the fucking ride to the hospital and
always-
shit.
It always makes me think of that meme from Family Guy whenever Peter is trying, he gets the tropical fish as a gift. And he's like, I don't know how to feed this fish. And so he goes to the store and he's like, it's closed. He's like, I'm going to feed you, fish. And then they do the cutaway where like the fish is grown up and like a human size. He's like, I don't care what it costs. Fix this man. And he throws money on like old Peter.
Peter. Okay. I was thinking we could quickly cover the Hotfix 20 notes and then cover the interview and then just hang out and chat for a little bit and then play games and call it. I'm going to go smoke a joint after this. Hang out.
All right.
It's going to be great. All right, let's do this. Okay. All right, boys. Here we go. Okay, the patch notes. Fix an issue where vendors are selling bolts in packs of 15 for 20. That was silly. You just buy them in fives. Fix several cases where items
Yep.
could disappear from the inventory when network conditions are poor. Okay. Let's see here. Fix an issue where adrenaline spike would not activate properly. I think a lot of people got excited about the adrenaline spike change just for it to not work at 40%.
Yeah.
Did you try it at all, Jay?
Nope.
Yeah, I
Double
just don't think
benefit.
it's worth it. When you're down to 40% health, I mean, it's better than 15, but still not that great.
Usable now.
It's usable for sure. People that use Adrenaline Rush with Adrenaline Spike and like a two-hander build on their fighter with like a halberd or something like that, it actually does kick ass. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Fix an issue where Handcross of Mastery did not apply the additional damage properly. Boo. Barbarian's Blood Exchange recovery rate per hit has been reduced from 15 to 10%. Probably needed to happen. 10% still pretty
That shit
decent.
was broken.
Yeah, especially when it was proccing with Achilles Strike. Is it still proccing with Achilles
Yeah.
Strike? If it is,
Yeah, I'm
it's,
sure it does.
that's not good. That's not good at all. Blood Exchange maximum healthy reduction rate for 8 seconds has been changed from 25 to 30. Whatever. 30% is pretty hefty, though. Not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
Blood Exchange skill tier has been changed from 1 to 5. It'll now take longer to recover the skill to campfire. It was getting like 3 ticks from a campfire to get back. Now it's an entire gray one, just like Second Wind has been changed.
Well, it doesn't change much, but whatever. It's cool.
Right. Achilles Strike changed from 4 to 2.5 seconds for the duration. Honestly, I've been running Rage and Achilles Strike in my Barbarian, and Achilles Strike is so good still. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Adrenaline Rush action speed increase changed from 25 to 15.
Now that we've
should
got
have put it to 20.
fighter changes,
Sure.
did they need to nerf my boy? Did my boy need a nerf?
I
Do they
don't
need to nerf my
know.
boy?
I don't know if Adrenaline Rush needed to be
Yeah.
15%, maybe 20.
I'll take your word for it. I do like now though that the change in tier to second wind though. It's kind of nice. Like you can like put your own campfire and sit down and get it back.
Yes, that is nice.
So
Dual wield action
the only
speed
thing I'm happy about.
increase change from 15 to 10%. Slayer was pretty fucking strong, man. I think that's
Yeah.
probably a good thing. There's the second wind thing. Oh, the second wind thing is you now
Fighter
get.
got turbo buffed and then brought back down, which I think is good.
Yeah, I think it's fine overall. The second wind thing to 40%, whatever. That's fine. I still run it.
At least you can get it back from placing your own gray.
Exactly. That's why I don't even mind. Perfect block has been changed to greatly improve the impact power of a block parry for 6 seconds after activation instead of for just one block. I think that's probably a good thing.
I like that.
Perfect block cooldown changed from 12 to 24 seconds. Not a fan of that.
yeah.
Not a fan of that.
But how often were you using perfect block though?
Not a lot. I like the audio.
Yeah.
The audio attached perfect block is cool now. Ranger's crippling shot movement speed reduction has been changed from 25 to 35%. Fuck off. Are they,
Bro, which one?
Fuck off. They're just memeing. They're trolling.
Well, okay, I'm fine with that change if they like lower the movement speed penalty for just a regular shot. I'm
yeah,
cool
of
with
course.
crippling shot being punishing.
Yeah.
But get the other shit away, please.
The game will continue to die until arrows slow less than a fucking wizard's ice bolt. How about that?
Y'all feel like Rangers are the big problem in the game right now?
I
play a
mean,
lot of
no,
Goblin
not
games.
really. But the arrow slow thing is still fucking annoying. I mean, earlier on my Barbarian, we were running down Rangers like it was nothing. Unless they had really good
Rangers
gear.
kind of just like they're like a Timmy Stomp class for the most part.
Yeah, but a
Timmy
good
Stomp.
ranger with a good bow that doesn't miss their shots, you just get destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
You got to land the shots, obviously. Now these are some
Fair,
cool
fair.
changes. Fire Mastery for Wizard now works properly with Zap and Ignite. Good. Fire Mastery now reduces the amount of healing received by burnt enemies by 50%. How long does that last, Jay?
Like 3 seconds or so, or 4 seconds on Fireball, something like that.
That's pretty decent. That ain't bad.
But it's like still bugged, so it only hits output, not received. So you have to. It's like Mortal Strike backwards. So you have to Mortal Strike the healer, and the healer puts out half the healing, rather than Mortal Striking and they take half healing. Right.
I see.
So that's they already said it was bugged, and they're gonna fix it. So.
Got it. Okay. Haste now grants 5% movement speed, 10% action speed, and 10% casting speed bonus. Okay.
That's good.
Fix haste a bit.
Okay.
On the cleric,
Makes sense.
Earthquake and Locust Swarm have been adjusted a bit. I don't know if people are using Locust Swarm at all. Have you tried it yet, Jay?
No.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Bard's got adjusted a bit. I guess Din of Darkness got a decent little bit of a change. Can probably do a little bit more damage, but I don't see anyone ever,
It didn't got
ever
buffed,
using it.
which is nice.
Yeah, it needed a little bit of help. Evil Eye for Warlock changed from 3 to 1.
Thank
Okay.
God.
Really?
It's
Okay.
useless, but at least you can.
It's good for Chain
use it not
Lightning.
feel bad.
Go in there with
Maybe,
your
yeah.
wizard buddy. You send the Evil Eye in. You Chain Lightning the Evil Eye. It's not
Yep.
bad. Put it right up against the door. Hellfire changed from 10 to 4. But if you put Torture Mastery on, doesn't it just double the fucking cost of spells anyway?
Yeah. That's good though. It makes it fine.
Yeah.
I guess it's
Okay.
good. I really haven't seen anybody at least solo playing Warlock. So, are they busted in a team comp? Is this a
Not
good
really.
buff?
Well, it just kind of
Warlock's-
sucks.
Yeah, they're free kills.
Yeah.
I think they're free kills. Ray of Darkness got a little buff. I think people were trying to make it work. If you have really, really good gear on, you can make it work. But at that point,
Yeah.
just fucking kite. And then when they get close,
It's actually decent.
yeah, it's not bad.
It's usable. So.
But that's it. It was a nice little list of changes here. I was struggling for a while with this patch, but I also didn't have a lot of time to play it nonstop. So I kind of stayed poor, and I would play for a little bit, get bodied by geared people, and stay poor. But the last couple days I've been playing, and today especially, sitting down and playing with a crew. We've actually been making money and kicking ass, and Barbarian's been feeling really good. But I don't know, how's your hotfix 20
How
been,
does
boys?
How does Barbarian feel though with the changes to buff ball?
It's still strong. Buff ball's still really good.
It's all the same.
Yeah.
Nothing really
Okay.
changed.
I guess the game feels in general slightly slower, but that doesn't matter when a buff ball's on the other side of the door and you and your crew are buffing up and you're about to go to war with each other. That doesn't mean shit, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Go ahead, Jay. How's
Yeah,
your
Jay.
patch going, buddy? How's your hot fix?
That's good. Everything feels pretty good right now. Got nothing really to complain about except yeah, buff ball's still a little strong. That's about it. But everything else has been good. Wizard feels fine.
man, Wizard. I wish I could make it work. I've never actually played a Wizard that had gear, though. I've only ever played Wizard basically naked, and it just...
Yeah, you need gear.
Wizard's like glass cannon, right? I mean, basically,
Yeah.
you get caught, you're dead.
pretty much.
Well, it's back to like the original days where like if you get chest shot by a ranger, they hit you for like 60 to 70%.
Mm.
So you got like one
Manageable.
mistake before you die.
Yeah, I played cleric
That's
with
fine, that's how
Stoma
it should be.
and another friend, and I was so bored. Like, I'm just not the
Really?
support guy.
You don't like clear.
I want to kill things, man. I don't want to be in the back being like, okay, who wants to be blashed? Like, that's just not.
You can be a
it's not the way I
combat
play the
cleric.
game.
So alpha though.
They're really
Keep your
strong.
Is
boys-
he?
Keep them alive, buff them up. You go in, you does 1v2 sometimes on cleric. Cleric's good.
Cleric in the Goblin
Yeah, maybe I
Caves
got, like,
is just insane. Smite with a quarterstaff, full buffs. It's
Yeah.
dumb. It's dumb good.
Okay, well, shit. Maybe you guys are changing my opinion. Maybe I'll play cleric next patch. But man, I will admit my dark and darker boner is like half soft at the moment for the last couple of
All
weeks.
right.
I feel like that's
just,
fair, though. That's a lot of people right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's maybe just getting a little stale is all.
exactly. I think the game's in a great spot, except for the fucking rubber banding, which is driving me nuts.
Yeah.
But other than that, the game's doing style. It's just I want something new to do. And I think quests and all the other shit will help out. So
Yes. So
I don't really
I'm
rubber
happy.
band so much.
I've been
Or-
feeling the
I
lag
don't
today too,
know.
man. I was feeling it really
I
bad
was-
the last week.
at least
Hmm.
4 or 5 times every raid, I would just rubber band. I was like, it was just migraine inducing.
Yeah.
Couldn't handle it.
Well, we have a content patch coming next week, and that reminds me, chat. We were discussing this earlier, and podcast listeners before the podcast started. We were discussing the podcast for next week. We want to do a big roundtable discussion, as we have done a few times. Once the patch drops, it was supposed to be next week that we do that podcast, but we think it makes more sense to do that roundtable discussion a week after the patch has dropped, so we can actually talk about the changes. So next week for
Yeah.
episode 40, we're probably just going to have a regular episode with a guest, and then we'll do the roundtable thing like after Thanksgiving, once people have played the new patch. So yeah. Anyway, let's talk about the One Peg Terrence Park interview, the dev Q&A.
Well, let me say this. I
Please.
think it is a good call to do the roundtable with a little bit of time.
Yes.
Because remember when we did well, it was the release day, or it was like 2 days after release podcast, and we were all just dead near, just like,
yes.
that game's good. It's a good
Yeah,
time.
it was 2 days after EA finally came out. We've been waiting months and months. Finally have an episode, and we were just fucking lethargic. Just sitting, we
Yeah,
looked
we were
bored.
just fried.
It's not good. Okay, let's
Right.
talk about this shit. Jay, you watched the whole thing, right?
Yep.
Okay.
The biggest takeaway when he was talking about how the stash is like going to be part of your room. And the One Peg asked the zinger question that I recommended is, What about the female elf posters to put on the wall? And Terrence was like, you know what? Maybe.
Fuck yeah.
That's all
Based.
that was like the highlight. Yeah.
I thought it
Have
was
you
cool
a
that
PO
the
box?
room is supposed to be in the tavern. Remember the old tavern that you would spawn in, waiting for
Yeah.
the game to start? Apparently, like the lore, excuse me, is that all the adventurers are staying in this tavern on the edge of like these ruins and where the crypts are, right? So they're all staying in this inn, and that's like the base, right? So the room, apparently, from the dev Q&A, is your room in the tavern, and you can put your shit in it and hang out in it, I guess. He didn't say there was anything attached to it, like Tarkov's hideout, in terms of like crafting
Thank
or
God.
anything like that. But I think it sounds pretty interesting. I like the idea behind it.
You
Okay.
must upgrade your wizard refractory to get level. I'd kill. I'd unalive myself in Minecraft if I had to do that stuff. Like Jesus.
Why not?
Ugh. I just have PTSD from Tarkov stash or hideout nonsense. It's just it's annoying. I just want to have fun.
I hated doing the hideout in Tarkov. I just wanted to
It
get
is
into a
annoying,
match.
but once you get it built up, it's so good.
Oh,
It
of
is
course.
satisfying.
Well,
I'll give you that. Yeah, it does
Yeah.
feel nice once you get the full stash going, but the process, I don't know. Maybe I'm coming around on it actually after that. It is. You get your full Bitcoin server going. It is pretty nice. Yeah,
nice.
maybe I'm being a hater.
I feel like it's one of those things where like you don't want to do it, but then you do it and you realize it was like kind of fun. That's how I feel about
Yeah,
it.
Hmm.
like quests. Once you've done them a few times, you're like, ugh. But then
Yeah.
while you're doing it, you're having a good time.
All right, here's our
For
confirmed
sure.
changes for upcoming patch number 2, scheduled for November 22nd. A full wipe, including triumph levels. You keep tokens, character names remain. Excellent. You get to keep Perry. Congrats, Jay.
I hope so.
Mhm.
I would lose it if I got my names deleted.
Now,
I
here
would say.
are the two biggest, most important things that are going to, in my opinion, fundamentally change the game. Agility is being split between agility and dexterity now. So agility is move speed based, dexterity is action and attack speed. And he also mentioned regular interaction speed as well. So no longer will you be stacking agility and moving like a speed demon and attacking super fast. Now you have to pick a path. Or you know, go a little hybrid with it. A little bit of agility, a little bit of dex. I love
Yep.
that. Strength being split between strength and vigor is also huge. Instead of going full D&D with Constitution, they took the Dark Souls route and went vigor. I like that. Strength is now physical power and 25% of max health, and vigor is 75% of max health. So you still get a little bit of health from strength, but you get a lot more max HP from using vigor. And vigor, and this is something I called out a couple of times if you guys remember, but whenever I was calling it Constitution or whatever, but vigor, whenever you sit down, it actually gives you back rested health faster as well, which is something I mentioned
Hmm.
a couple times. So it's really cool that they thought of that as well or listened. I don't know. That's, I mean, what do you guys think about those changes? I think it's going to change the game. It's huge. Those two things alone are a game changer, I think. The
I'm
stat things.
having a hard time wrapping my head around strength being 25% of your health and vigor being the other 75%.
Yeah, my
Well,
guess
strength's
is
probably
like
1 health.
yeah. So
Vigor will be 3.
that's exactly what I think. Too.
Wait, what?
Jay
Vigar
is
would be-
stoned or
Vigar.
drunk.
His character.
He said Vigar. Did you say Vigar?
Yeah.
Where's the Vigar line?
Vigar. Yeah, I
His
think
voice is a line.
strength is going to be 1 point of strength is going to be 1 HP. Vigor is going to be 3 HP. That's my guess. If that is the
That's
case, I think that people are still going to stack strength a lot. Now, if
Fine.
it's 1
fine.
HP for every 2 points of strength, is that shitty or do you think that works? I think that works.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters.
No?
However they do it. No.
Yeah, however they split it, I think it's a good change though. At least we split up strength from being purely your HP. So
I also think that's gonna fix Barb a bit because Barb, like, they can't really rearrange the base stats without making them just absolutely pointless, right?
Right.
Like they can't cut the strength off Barb and put it in knowledge for no reason, type of thing.
Right.
But now this will give them a lot more options to balance out like base stats.
Right.
Yeah.
Good point.
Probably good. Helps us like scaling, I would imagine.
It
Basic
makes
quest.
for fun YouTube content because you're gonna have to go look up a YouTube video to like explain the stats. You're like, I just sketch
Maybe,
working Darker.
There's your next YouTube video, Donnie.
Nah, I'm not the
True.
guy for that. That's a Ryan 6 days a week video.
Apparently, you're
dude.
not the guy to make any YouTube video.
Oh,
Damn.
that's a sick burn.
That was pretty
Alright,
good. That was pretty.
I'll see
pretty
myself out.
See yourself out to an editing room where you can edit your next video. No, okay. Sorry, my throat's fucked up. Okay, basic questing system with 20 to 30 quests, including simple fetch quests, kill quests, and survive quests. They will unlock more items to craft and buy stuff from vendors, including access to increased stash space. That's great.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I mean,
God.
the placeholder quest image that they showed on stream though was like it was like 9 pieces of big treasure, and you got like a 50 sack of gold.
Yeah.
Like, I hope it's not that remedial. I hope that was just a placeholder, because
That's probably the real quest.
probably.
I'm cool.
I
I
mean-
don't even care as long as they're not like just awful quests. I'm cool
That's
with
an awful quest
There's
in my
got
opinion.
okay, but here's the thing, right? There's got to be one or two just awful quests that are just
Dog
a
shit
pain in the
easy.
ass to do.
Yeah. That or just stupidly simple. Like,
I mean,
bring
yeah, like
out
the first
3
couple
cracked
quests.
water pots and turn it in. Like, that was the
Yeah.
placeholder quest. Okay, here's an interesting thing. Adventure point system by exploring HR dungeons. Accumulate AP. Sorry, my throat's really dry right now. It's fucked up. Accumulate AP to earn a seasonal title. Rewards are given at the end of the season based on your final title. Your in-game name and border will reflect your seasonal title. AP entry fee is subtracted from your total based on your current title when you enter an HR dungeon. This is just for HR. HR endgame results screen, displaying stats during the dungeon, including monsters killed, chests open, players killed, etc. All stats display AP gained. I mean, Jay, you're the HR player. What do you think about this? Do you think it's going to incentivize people to actually go into HR?
Yeah, I would hope so. Well, you get like gold rewards. I think you even get bigger gold storage, and then you get
Really?
Well,
Whoa.
yeah, one of the rewards is like 1,000 gold. Plus, that showed like the gold tag thing,
All right, that's actually cool.
Yeah.
That's sick.
and a unique skin. I don't know, but like I'm not the biggest cosmetic lover. I guess kind of now I am, but to get like a unique skin just for playing the game in High Roller, yeah, I'm all about that.
That's actually cool. Yeah.
I would like it if your seasonal titles are given based off your highest rank throughout the season, kind of like how World of Warcraft did it. So that way you don't have to sweat the entire season just to keep a nice title, like just to get the cool cosmetic. That'd be nice. But
Yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
True that, brother.
I think any and all incentives to High Roller can't go wrong.
Agreed.
Like,
I think that's a
yeah.
good thing.
With,
I mean,
like, new player
it makes
experience.
me, yeah, it makes me want to play High Roller, and I've played it like 20 times probably in total.
Mm.
So that's anything.
There's going to be an in-game friends list, integrated in-game friends list. That's pretty cool. Or he says hopefully. He
Maybe.
says they're on track for
Cool.
it. New Cyclops boss for the GC for the caves. There you go, Donnie.
Woohoo!
That's cool.
He'll probably smack me to shit too, but I'm about it.
Probably. The sorry, there already is an MMR system, by the way, that they've
Yep.
secretly implemented. But they did implement that during the hotfix number 20 here that we're experiencing now. They'll be tweaking it for the upcoming patch to implement the Adventure Point tier system. So that's cool. Planned updates coming soon. So there was some Reddit post. Someone was like, this so-called content patch is pretty weak. It's just an Adventure Point system and some quests and like some stat changes. And
Which is huge. I think.
it's huge, but the guy was kind of right.
Yeah.
He was getting roasted and downvoted on Reddit, and I was like, the guy's not wrong. This so-called content patch is late on actual content. Does it have
Yeah.
game-changing events that are going to change the direction of Dark and Darker and make the game operate differently and play differently? Yes, that's definitely the case. But there's no new map, there's no new class, there's no new weapons. All that shit's coming later. So I was a little confused by that. But the planned updates coming soon are a new ice map, internally planned to be a 3-man dungeon. They're talking about having no
Big
swarm.
Terrence, dude.
Yeah, with no swarm potentially. Dude, I will never leave that map. I'll just play that
An
map.
ice dragon. Ice dragon. Well,
Yep.
they said it might be more than 3 players. They're thinking of it
Yeah.
still.
That sounds
That'd be
awesome.
tight. Yeah.
With an
But
ice
no,
dragon
Ice
boss.
map is huge.
With ice
Ice
dragon.
map is dope. With Ice
Yeah,
Dragon.
with a whole new boss.
about it.
yeah.
That'd be sick.
Dude, please have like a footsteps in the snow effect. That'd be so cool to have on the ice map. Like see where people have been.
That'd be cool. I can't wait to see it. I hope it's not just all an indoor ice cave. Like I hope there's some outdoor shit.
Yeah. Maybe like an
Oh,
icy
so-
mountain with like a cave system.
Yes, like you can enter and exit the cave system, be on the actual slopes
Yeah.
or whatever. That'd be sick. Druid is in the works. You can shapeshift into a bear. They confirmed it. The reason why Druid is not ready yet is because apparently it's really fucking hard to do a first-person bear attack. They're having issues putting the player in first person in bear shift.
I think they need to
shapeshift.
boot up Baldur's Gate 3 for more inspiration.
What's your
I
speed
wonder
run
if
at,
the
Jay?
bear will be like shorter, right? It'll be like not as tall as the other characters, so it could be interesting.
Unless
Probably
it's
not.
on your hind,
Yeah.
you're on your hind legs. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
No, you got to be on all fours, right? You'd think.
Isn't that like a werebear though?
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. I mean, a regular bear
Yeah.
can get up on his hind legs and slap people around, standing at 8-9 feet tall and shit. But that's pretty key. I can't wait to see Druid. I can't wait to be a bear. So I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be tight.
Auction
It's
house
gonna be cool to be like a clear distinction between like combat druid of like being a bear, and then you could be like a support druid who casts like more spells and stuff. That'd be really cool.
I'm afraid of the triple B. Just a big old buff
Oh,
ball
no.
bear. I mean, there's literally
Buff
gonna
ball
be
bear.
there's gonna be a druid called Buff Ball the Bear or Barry the Buff Ball, and it's just gonna be a bard, and it's gonna be a druid, a barb, and a bard. Or would it be cleric? Would it be a BBC? Just the new BBC? Would it be bard? Or sorry, BBD.
I just can't wait.
BBD rather.
Can't wait to see an invisible bear pop up in front of my eyes and maul me to death.
I was thinking B's
Nice.
because bear, but it should be D because of druid. I'm an idiot. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go straight from like rat form with all my druid homies being like barely seen, and then I just want to transform into 3 large bears right in front of me
That'd
and
be
kill 'em.
sick though. You know, you like sneak in on the rat and then you get behind him, just turn into the bear. That'd be so
That sounds
fucking
so
sick,
cool.
actually.
That sounds amazing. I would love
Yeah.
that. Then you pop
Sounds
like
so toxic.
pop like stone skin and some heal over time, and then turn into the bear, and then you get a cleric buff and a fucking bard buff, and you just fucking steamroll in as a bear. Sounds great.
Yeah, I like
I
it.
hope they're like kind of not great at one thing, but they're like okay at everything. You know, like their heals
Yeah.
are okay, their spells are okay,
Yeah.
their shapeshift's okay.
Like the WoW approach.
I'd love,
Yeah.
I'd love another like active heal, like the cleric, like an instant heal. I should say instead of
True.
just the cleric having it. That'd be nice for Druid to have access to that.
I can't remember the spell as a nourish in WoW, but it's like the more hots that are on the target, the better the nourish hits for. So I hope they have like a hot and like a flat heal that scales with how many hots up and stuff like that. That'll make
That'd
it
be
at least
cool.
like interactive or engaging.
Yeah, my guess was that there was
wanna-
going to be a heal that actually has a longer cast time than Holy Light. But then on the other side, they would have an insta-cast, like small heal over time or something like that.
Maybe they'll have tranquility like Sanctuary,
Yeah, I could see
Be cool.
something like that. Yeah.
like AoE
Like
heal.
Druid's Grove, like plants like sprout up around you for a bit. That'd be cool.
I could see that. This is interesting. Auction house confirmed. Time invested spent in trade channel reward those who traded more and punish those who did not. Both systems will be available simultaneously. Good.
Cool.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'd
nice.
rather have a solo self-found no trade at all mode, but if I have to pick between an auction house and a trade channel, I'm going to pick AH. So that's cool.
At least they give
Yeah.
you both. I'm cool with them.
Yeah, both is great. Both is a good move. Hideout or tavern with customization options still in the works. Great. PvP arena / Coliseum is still being discussed but not confirmed. Awesome. Multi.
Oh, it's coming. No way they don't.
Yeah, they'll do that. They'll
Yeah,
do that.
yeah.
They were basically talking about WoW arenas during the interview.
You just you can't be able to jump into arena day one. Like,
No,
you
you'd have
know,
to be
this
level
other-
20. You'd have to have your training done.
Yeah.
You'd have to have some gear on. Like, yeah, for sure. Yeah, like,
I do understand the hesitation though, because then it makes like 2 games in one, right? Because you're gonna, if you put out like an arena mode, it's gonna pull people out of the actual extraction leader part.
Yeah.
well, sure,
I
but I
understand
think
being
arena will be
hesitant.
more of an end game thing. I think, like,
It
You
should
should-
just take over the leaderboard part. Yeah.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah, I think arena should be the leaderboard, like the player leaderboards.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
sweat it out. I've long held the opinion that arena is a great end game of just letting people. You find your cool, sick loadout, you export it to arena. Once it's on your arena character, when you die, you keep it, and you can't bring it back into the dungeon. And so the whole point is to go into the dungeon and find like the sickest, most just sweat ball pieces of gear to make your arena character just absolutely baller.
Hmm.
I think that'd be
Okay.
good. That'd be okay with me. Yeah.
Yeah. Multi-classing, being able to mix match skills to an extent. To an extent is good.
I think they're crazy aiming
I
at
agree.
multi-classing instead of subclassing. I don't know.
Totally agree with you. I think it's a mistake.
Yeah, I agree.
I think going the multi-classing route is going to break the game in ways that no one has thought of yet.
I can't wait to
Part
see that
before the horse
sprint
a little bit.
rage barbarian running at speed cap 24/7. Nice. Or second win
Yeah.
barbarian that just heal 100 health.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that'd be good.
Second win,
Please
blood
don't
Rangers
exchange.
just fucking pops you everywhere.
Yeah,
Just
blood
goes
exchange
invis.
second win. Nice.
Man, it's gonna be crazy.
Oh,
Slayer dual
what
wield
if-
rogue. Holy
Fuck,
wait a
dude.
minute.
yeah,
This sounds
holy.
fun.
It's gonna be cool. What else do we have here? Multi-level dungeons. You know, the ruins and the crypts and the Inferno. They're still working on that, which is great. A reworked,
Cool.
Yeah, I like it.
yeah, I can't wait to try that again. A reworked backpack system, including quiver, based off of resourcefulness. Not really sure what that is,
Yep.
but okay.
So the game is supposed to have like storage based on resources. It's been like that forever. It said like weapon slots and like inventory slots.
Ah, okay.
So it's nice that they're finally getting to fleshing that out. That's cool.
And then the last
Which is
thing.
probably needed, sorry, for the 3-level dungeon, because you're gonna be in there
Yes.
for a fat minute.
Right.
Can't carry that
Yeah.
much. So
That's true.
Yeah.
The final thing is they want to have test servers, so you can try different game modes and whatnot. And I think that's very exciting. Because I would like
Yeah.
to test a no Dark Swarm mode. It's just annoying as hell. I'm in that camp now, where I just want the Dark Swarm gone. But
I think so.
I think it'd be more fun. I was saying that, and a lot of people are going to disagree with me, which is fine. But I was saying that what they could experiment with is have, like Crypts, for instance, or normal mode rather, have no Dark Swarm and more 3-person blues that are spread out farther into the map. You don't have to have tons more portals. Just instead of single blues, just have more 3 blues. Spread them more out around the map. No Dark Swarm. And then High Roller is the game we know of, how we know Dad right now, which is Dark Swarm. The circle's closing, the portals are near where the circle is, and the map is shrinking, right? I was thinking
So
that
what-
could be how
what
High Roller could be.
happens at the end of the timer. There's like a 15-minute timer, and when that's over, you just die if you're still in the game.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of like Tarkov map where it just fades out to black and you don't escape.
Yeah. I just don't see how you're gonna push people together in normals then without the Dark Swarm.
That's the whole
That's the
point.
whole
Like
point of it.
normals is explore, maybe get into some PvP, get a little bit of gear, do your thing, get a kit so that you go into High Roller to get your adventure points up, and then you deal with the Dark Swarm and High Roller. But you don't have to deal with it in norms. I don't know. It's just an idea.
I
had on-
like the swarm. I liked being forced into combat though. But
Yeah,
I do
Sure.
agree that there's a little RNG behind it. Because if you have bad zone and sometimes you just get fucked. But I think it's just like part of the
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
Getting a bad zone in hell, it just feels so bad. It's like the
Yeah.
worst.
I mean, yeah.
I love how I have the worst opinions because of one idea that kind of sucked. All right, Halo Tone.
Oh, don't read
No,
chat.
I don't think it's
I think it's hilarious. I don't even
think
think it's a bad opinion, but I have the worst opinions in general. Thank you.
don't think it's a bad
Fuck you,
opinion.
Halo tone.
I think it's definitely worth testing. I just think
Yeah, why
you
not
need
test
to
it? Yeah.
have, even in
Yeah.
normals, you need to have a reason for players to come together. Because otherwise, like, I don't want a PVE, man. I want to kill people, even in normals, you know? So
Yeah.
I want a reason for players to have to converge in certain areas. So maybe like certain high loot rooms where like the good shit's in here, and if you want anything good, you better come to the middle of the map. That'd be fine, maybe, to test, you know? I think it's worth testing. I think you need
That's
to
what
have
it
a
is.
reason to push players together.
I think. I mean, I don't really know what I want. I just want to test different things. That's it.
Yeah.
If we test it and it sucks without Darkstorm, fucking bring that shit back
Yeah.
right away.
Well, they're
I just
gonna
want-
test on the new map.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
I
coming.
just want to test stuff out. And if it
So we
sucks,
came
go
out with
right
a new
back.
idea. It's called the Ice Swarm. It's really cold. Yeah, I don't know, but I don't think it's a bad idea.
All right, let's switch over to Q&A. Chat, drop your ideas, your questions, concerns, thoughts, snarky, shitty comments, anything. Drop it in Jay's chat or mine.
Well, I think
we'll have a convo.
that guy Third Eye questing is what pushes players to the same areas. It can, but like players are not always going to be on the same quest. So like, what if quests take you all around the map? I mean, that's not always a guarantee, you know.
Yeah.
But I think Tarkov does a really good way. Sorry to interrupt you, Soma.
It's okay.
I think Tarkov does a really good way of doing this, right? Whenever players always converge on certain areas, because you know dorms, for example, on customs is where all the fucking loot is. If you want loot, you go to dorms or you go to the big fuck off building where Rochelle and all those fuckers are, or like interchange. You go to God, what is that fucking tech store called? I played you know what I mean. But there's like high loot areas. There's Kiba in interchange. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So players converge on high loot areas. It's not a bad way to push people together. Tech light. There you go.
Oh yeah, tech light store. Toe says, what do you think about a post-game stat screen for normals too? Damage on the players, damage taken, not just HR. Yeah, totally. I hope they have that.
Yeah, let's see why not. I was kind of sad though. There was no like damage report on any of those screenshots.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah.
Look at Boss Bones. Opinions on a gladiator arena with Swarm.
With
That might be
Dark
That's just
Swarm?
arena with Swarm though. It's
Yeah.
It might be kind of fun because I
It'd
mean
be
after
kind
a
of
while,
dampening. But anytime
so?
any team with no healer is all of a sudden just at a giant disadvantage.
True.
Yeah.
You'd have to rush. What do you guys think about a sort button for the stash from Virgo BR? Sure, why not?
Why not?
a sword button.
Sort. Like sort your bags.
Oh, sort. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
why
sure,
not?
why not?
Sure.
What do you think about maps like 4 times bigger than Crypts? See, I think if they're gonna do no swarm, they would need to do stuff like that and basically just convert it to Tarkov, like
Yeah,
no
medieval
swarm,
Tarkov.
giant map, static extracts. You know,
Well, Jay, if we do that, we gotta add
way
another
more
like
time.
threat to the player, so we gotta add food and water in the game, dude.
True.
Please no.
And then you gotta have your poop and pee meter. You know.
Oh no. You gotta count your
I mean, if they did
calories.
stuff like that, they could have like roaming bosses. I feel like roaming bosses would be cool.
Roaming bosses.
Yeah,
would be
that'd be
tight.
cool.
Like that 4 horsemen idea we talked about like months ago or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we used to have so many crazy just light up the tinfoil ideas. You know. What
Yeah,
happened
yeah,
to us?
we did.
Good. We got guested up. We stopped talking crazy.
Well, the game came out. We were just
Right.
we were just bullshitting because there was nothing to play.
We were just loading up a cracked up Coke can with all of our hot pipe ideas and just
Exactly.
it's a great time.
Let's see here. A replay system. Could be okay. What else we got?
Replay system would be fun. That'd be nice. But that's like it's not even quality of life.
It'd
It's
be
just
so on the back burner though. It'd be like
yeah.
months to a year out or something. That's like some polish to put on at the end, you know, I would imagine.
100%.
Oh,
It would be fun though.
dude, Terrence talked about scavving. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah,
please,
yeah,
I've been talking about scavving
Nah.
forever.
That would be sick,
Please.
actually.
What
He
is
said
a
it'd be like a
scav?
year out.
What is a scav in Dark and Darker? Pitch me right
Okay.
now.
The scav, you get nothing back. Maybe you get some, you know, some adventure point or whatever the fuck.
Okay.
But it's just a fun game. Like you spawn in as a random AI and you just get to fuck people up. I'm super down for
Okay.
it. Just
But
as
you
like a
could be
fun
any
option.
AI. Like you could be a Death Skull. You could be
You got
a
a chance. You got a chance.
You could be a mosquito.
0.01% chance to be the Lich. When
what?
people go down, fuck yeah. Give me a race spawn, Skelly champ spawn.
But here's the thing: what
Crossbow
do you
troll-
do
troll
if
cage.
you're the Lich? Though, what do you do until someone comes down to hell? Just stand there because you can't
Yeah,
move.
just
You're
hang
just
around,
like
dude.
dust
Yeah.
a little bit, walk around, straighten
hang
up,
around.
straighten up
Roll
the boss
TikTok for a
room
little
for your guests arrive.
Yeah.
Yeah, camp the door as soon as you hear something on the other side of a door. Walk over
I'm
as
telling
as
you.
the Lich boy. Wait right there.
If I get spawned in as like a zombie or like a mummy, I'm just body blocking the nearest doorway where I hear noises, just to trap people for
Yeah,
memes.
why
That's
not?
all I'm doing.
What if you spawned in as the spider mummy pot, and you just like clicked
Okay,
left
that's the most
click,
boring
and you
thing.
pushed out a spider every
Spawn spider.
10 seconds?
That would be hilarious.
Spider would be fun.
Or you're a mimic and you're just like stuck until someone hits you.
Yeah, the only way you can team up with your homies on like a scav raid is you guys are all just pot spiders. Get them, boys.
What's that? Oh, is it prop hunt? Whenever like you're like a vase
Yeah.
or something, you run around, or a
Yeah.
bike or a shelf or something like that. That shit is actually hilarious. Prop hunt's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, prop hunt's a good time. Well, now if we're
I
getting
just think
crazy,
stuff like that would be fun.
I want like Halo
Mhm.
Forge in my Dark and Darker. I want to create just crazy meme maps. You know?
Crazy meme maps. Spud, good to see you in chat. Are you still playing, man? Are you playing a lot of Dad these days? I haven't been able to catch a stream. Copy that, Lord Collector. All right, what else we
I
got,
think I watched
folks?
him playing Project Zomboid the other day. Which if you guys have never played Project Zomboid,
I
Good
have.
times.
I have
I
played.
tried. I died of the first zombie for like 3 hours and then I quit.
Poor Jay.
yeah, it's a lot to learn. That's for certain.
Poor Mr. Griffia. All right, what else we got here? You want a mode that's super noob friendly? I got friends who can't kill skeletons and they quit the game. Okay, if you're quitting because you're getting killed by a PvE mob in the first room, you're just a pussy. Like, come on. Like, at least try to
You need to
use
encourage them. to keep
use
playing,
your
'cause-
keyboard keys a little bit. You know, like
Well, no, we need to encourage those guys to keep playing because we need really bad people in the game for the rest of us
yes,
to feel better.
but
about
I mean,
it.
encourage them to
Right.
play with both hands. How about that? And like you can learn how to dodge a skeleton like pretty easily.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. Let's see here. What do you think about this MMR shit, Jay? Have you noticed it? I mean, people kind of knew or suspected that Iron Mace was doing this a long time ago. Not even just with Hotfix 20, but for months and months and months now. I didn't notice shit. Chat, did you notice shit? I didn't. Donnie, I mean, did you?
The only thing
I
I've
don't know.
noticed is High Roller is a little more full on average these days, which is good.
There you go.
Everything else, though, I haven't really noticed much change.
Well,
There you fucking go.
I wonder how much more it will change next week. Curious.
I'm curious
think-
how they do MMR though, right? Because it's like, is that implemented and normals and high roller or just high roller? And then if it is, it's like, what's the threshold of like, well, there's only 5 players in this MMR. How long do we make them wait before we kick them down? I'd be curious to see how they break it up.
That's a damn good question. I have no idea. And I need to take a piss really bad. I'll be right back.
Yeah, take a piss.
Mm.
Jay, we'll let you take the reins, buddy. You pick your next question, dude. Go
I
buck
feel like
wild.
a lot of people are going to be upset that they're forcing the High Roller to participate in seasonal rewards. No. I
Yeah,
don't think
no.
it makes a single difference, to be honest.
It's
I think
cosmetic
people
stuff.
have like some weird mentality about High Roller, personally. I don't really get it myself. Because like everything about High Roller to me is better. The loot is better, the fights are better, the PvE is better. You know, you actually have to turn your brain on a little bit, so
Yeah,
and
what
now
was
you're
the
gonna get
title you
rewarded to the-
got in WoW for being like the top guy? What was that title?
Season Gladiator or just Gladiator.
Yeah, glad it's all about the mount, baby. You're getting the mount. Like that's what you're doing it for. It's just the cosmetic fun item. Like you know, you don't have to participate. I don't think you're gonna miss out anything but the
Yeah.
border in the name. So
Yeah. I think it's cool. I think just playing high, like if they just deleted normals and everything was now high roller, I guess what would be the difference? There would be almost no difference.
I don't play enough high roller to be honest with you. I mean, it's the mob difference, right? Like the beefiness
It's just
and
the
how hard they
PV.
hit.
They have more health and they do more damage.
Yeah.
What you on about?
High roller has not been dead forever. High roller is actually more alive now than ever, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, way more full on average.
I haven't played a high roller in, I don't know, 6-7 weeks.
I just don't see the point right now unless you just want to sweat.
I mean, the point is it's just a harder game overall with better rewards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's why I don't really get it. That's why I don't understand and I've been catching a lot of flack for it. I'm like, these people are fully geared in normals. It's like, why? The fights are worse. They're fighting ungeared people. They're looting
100%.
nothing. Right?
Probably because
and
they
the
don't.
AI is brain dead. It's just 2-shot dead with 0 risk. I just don't understand.
I think that's why they're doing it, is
Personally.
because of the less risk from PV. That alone.
Yeah,
That's the
guaranteed
only
W.
thing. Yeah, exactly. That's the only thing I can think of. Is just they just want the win, and that's it.
They want the win, and in their bis, but they don't want to die to a black axe skelly in their bis. So go to norm. That's what I really think it is. I think they probably. I think most people in HR, or even in norms in their god gear, I think most people, no shit, really want a fair, good fight. I think they actually want to fight another team with good gear, win, and get the other team's good gear. I think that's what a lot of people want. But
Yeah.
but if you have to go up against nightmare, extremely hard mobs to get
Yeah,
into those fights,
that in hell though.
exactly.
It's
So-
only in hell.
Yeah, that's true.
Occasionally you'll get a nightmare skelly, but they're in hell level. And this guy, what would you say? Hold on. Because they understand they don't want to die to a very good team because they stand no chance. Okay, but that's self-fulfilling. It's do you want to practice against some shitters and learn to beat shitters, or do you want to practice against good people and learn to beat good people, right?
Well,
That's
yeah,
the
you
whole,
want yes.
That's a mental training thing, right?
True, but when it takes X amount of time to get Y loot to take on Z group, and it takes a really long time just to get enough gear to maybe survive against that group, is it worth it? When it takes fucking
but you
3
could get
runs in
enough
45
gear
minutes?
In one run, hell,
Maybe.
If you loot a lot of hell, you'll get tons of gear. And yes,
if
Bro
you can
thinks
survive
play
getting to
this
hell.
game,
Can you
Bro
survive
thinks
getting
he
to
play
hell,
this
though?
game all day. Yeah, I mean, I do it all the time. It's
Ye-
completely 0 gear, but I understand.
You're
I'm
a
an
god.
outlier.
Yeah, you're
I
one of the
understand
best
that.
Very
players.
skilled player.
Me and my friends, I consider us above average. Nowhere even close to you. And just surviving to get to Reds to go to hell. If we're okay, this is going to be a boss room, we're going to go down and fight a boss. That's our plan going in.
Sure.
Man, we're lucky to all get down to hell together. And then we're even luckier to survive long enough to go fight the boss.
Yeah, but what are you dying to? Players or PvE?
Players.
Players.
We're not surviving long enough to make it to hell because of sweats and people running
I have
through them.
another thought on that. Because so little people play high roller, the only people in there are sweats, right? If more people played it, it would dilute that pool, and you wouldn't run into sweats as often.
Sure.
Just like it is in normals now.
What if
Well,
you
here's
only
the
do
thing,
quests in high roller.
people are saying,
Sure.
is it a skill issue? Maybe, sure. But I tell you what, we made a little bit of money, put on a bunch of juicy, delicious gear earlier today. First time I had actual good gear on my barbarian in a while. And we haven't died in hours because we have good gear on and we're fucking doing what people were doing to us. So is that a skill thing, or just are we running in and fucking 3-shotting someone, 2-shotting
No,
someone?
it is a
a
stat
little bit.
check. The game is stat checking.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
But when we were dirt poor and we had nothing, we were getting rolled for fucking 10 days. But I'm also not I'm not repose. I'm not you. I can't be in a great kit and take on a duo.
I
come
can't
out on-
either.
I've seen her
I'm
YouTube
a good
videos.
player, and I still get stat points because that's the
Sure,
whole game.
sure, fair enough. Fair
But
enough.
if you're within like a relative scope of similar gear, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. I wish I was better at the game for sure. Wouldn't that be great if I was good at my
It
favorite
is
game?
also mid wipe, so like moving towards
It's
the
end
of
of
the
wipe. Let's be real. Like,
Close.
I mean,
what?
End of wipe is
Patch
like
is next
3 or
week.
4
in that
days out.
last third of the wipe.
Yeah,
Patch is
we're
next
near
week,
the
right?
end.
The 22nd.
We're in
Yeah,
like
but
the
it's 2
second
weeks
to
ago
last
they wiped the
chapter.
game.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, yeah, kind of, yeah.
And the rate of which you get gear, like I can get full bis on 5 characters in one singular session. Granted, I play a lot. But... And even then, someone said earlier, you guys act like we play this game all day. That's fine. We're not talking about you. If you play this game 2 hours every 3 days, right? Like you are the normal player. Like you keep
Yeah.
normals, but
Yeah, like I definitely do not have time to play every day anymore. I get to play a couple of hours a day now, right? Like if that.
oh, that's good. Couple
So,
hours a day.
Yeah, I get my time in when I can, and I mean, I wish I could get good, but I don't know. It's still fun. I still love the game. I can't wait to see the stat changes go into effect. I think that's going to be a great equalizer. I hope so, anyway. Can you guys talk a little bit about team comps, 2s or 3s? Sure. I think you should always have a cleric, just in general. Even if you're in 2s or 3s, have a cleric.
It helps.
They're just really good. Even if your cleric is your front liner, you're good. Even if it's not your main support, just have a cleric. They're just really fucking strong. And have them run smite. Beyond that, anything else works. I mean, wizard.
Trying to put X amount of hours per day qualifies you as a high roller player is just so bad.
Wait, who said that?
Stop.
What? That's weird.
Like, if you play 5 hours a day, then you play high roller. You can't. It's just...
That's silly.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, right? You can boot up High Roller, and if you can deal with the PvP, you can avoid. I mean, PvE, you can avoid other players if you really want to just get out with the loot. So
Yeah.
you don't have to play a certain number of hours. It's just if you
That's
want to go
what I
into
do.
High Roller.
I just
Oh, yeah.
rat. You know, I dodge the PvP and I just run for my life and I get a bunch of gear. Sometimes it doesn't work every time, but you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a knowledge thing, yes. It's like I know where to run and I know where I can run and blah blah blah.
Do you think it's better to solo in the crypts or the caves or runes?
I just
Crypts.
want to highlight sweaty homology. I play once a month. Queue High Roller, die, wait till next month.
That's a time management issue, bro. Go play some normals.
Today's the day. He queues out with his boys. Put on your bis.
That's funny.
I just like to imagine he's crossing off every day in his calendar. Come on, boys. Get those perps.
I hope you can draw up some strats in the meantime. For Christ's sake.
Yeah.
People are saying Crypts is much more difficult to solo now, or Big Skillet Gaming is with 18 instead of 15. I think soloing in Crypts is way better than the Goblin Caves. It's just easier. You get more money. If you know where the static portals are, just play around those rooms, rat a little bit, hide a little bit when you have to. Go find a dark corner and hit the G key. People walk right by you all the time.
Don't be slandering my Gabo caves, dude. Come on. Dude.
I mean, I'll go in there, but I prefer
Yeah,
Crypts.
come on.
I prefer Crypts.
That's where
Man.
us goblins hang out. I think good question. Will they be removing candy corn next wipe? I think they're probably just going to do the Christmas candy canes again, right?
Candy
yeah, they go
canes.
to candy canes
Won't imagine.
probably.
Yeah.
That's
So,
my
yes
guess.
and no.
My guess is candy canes starting next week.
A good point, Slime, is that the quest improving merchants will make the wipe cycle feel better with normies because y'all at least have like better gear options. So. I think it's good.
Let's see here. Let's see. Hiding in a corner is not fun gameplay. Yeah, I mean, hiding like a rat does suck for sure.
Sometimes.
I mean, it's
Sometimes
fun,
it can be
right?
fun.
Like,
But
I
if
bet you
you,
got a
Exciting
gold
to
key in your
avoid
pocket,
people.
you be hiding in that corner and you think it's real fun.
well, that game that I saw you in earlier, I had a gold key on me.
Yeah, I know.
How
You
did you
told
know
me.
that? How did you know?
I spectated you for a second. Someone's like, gold key.
Yeah. I was like, Jay's gonna
Oh my
kill me
God.
for this gold key. What will the summer candy be? The summer candy? Well, it's gonna be candy corn, candy cane, heart candies, and then after that it'll be oh fuck. It's actually a really good question.
it'll be beers because it's summer.
Yeah,
We're gonna have a
fuck.
nice cerveza.
A hot dog. Oh, an Easter egg, I
Hot
guess.
dogs.
man.
Oh, an Easter egg is I don't know, not an Easter
Yeah,
egg.
Easter
Well, maybe.
candy.
It's in the
It's fine.
spring, dude.
A clover? Clovers. There we go.
Yeah, sure.
It's fine.
I mean,
Ice
they have
pops.
Easter
Yeah,
eggs.
dude.
Easy. Chocolate Easter egg. It's a candy.
Ooh. Okay.
It's
Okay.
a summer treat, like a ice cream or something. I don't know, but then that doesn't make much sense. How's that like refrigerated in your bag?
Hmm. It's definitely going to be candy canes though soon, and it's definitely going to be candy hearts after that. What comes after hearts? I like the idea of little clovers. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think someone asked Druid next patch. I don't think Druid's confirmed for next patch.
It's not. It won't
No, it'd
be.
be
Yeah,
probably the one
so-
after.
Yeah,
Hint
But
of
later
that.
on.
Hmm. Let's take. We're an hour in. Let's take like 3 more questions. Let's take 3 more. It'll be a little
I
shorter
will say, I got
episode.
a little tips. Got a little tip saying
Hmm?
surprise for Christmas, and then Terrence's interview said ice map by Christmas would be nice.
Ooh.
Oh, and then Christmas themed. Didn't he
Ooh.
say like Christmas themed or something like that as well?
Oh, I don't know about that. but-
Santa's workshop, dude. Little goblin elves putting together Santa's toys. That'd be fun.
What about
The
like a
Krampus
goblin
box or
shaman?
Krampus?
A goblin shaman with Santa's outfit on, a little beard.
Yeah, just some fat goblin just smacking me with his belly.
Ooh, and you know like the little magic blob he shoots out of his staff. It's a snowball instead with a giant candy
There you
cane
go.
staff.
Mm.
That'd be
That's
sick.
fun.
That'd be sick, dude.
Krampus would be a good idea.
Yeah, Krampus would be sick, and then like elves, like evil elves. What do they call those in D&D?
Drow.
No,
Mm,
you're talking about like the small gnomes, like.
yeah, they're like evil elves, and they speak Jitterish or whatever. At least that's what they did.
Talking
in my
about
campaign.
Skyrim, the weird dark elves from Skyrim. What are they called?
I don't know.
You're talking
It's
about
from
like
my-
evil gnomes or red caps,
Yeah.
maybe red caps.
I don't know.
Red caps are like
I don't know.
gnomish.
Okay.
Some people are dicks in your chat. Damn.
There's a
What?
very uncalled for gentleman in. I'm not gonna.
I think it's a red cap.
Yeah, I saw
Dunmer,
that.
Dunmer's
Dunmer's
or
from
whatever. Yeah.
Trueguard, Dunmer.
Yeah, those
That's
guys.
Elder
Those guys are
Scrolls.
like the dark elves or whatever.
I don't know, but in my D&D campaign, we had Krampus or Krampus. Well, I don't know who the fuck it is. What was his name? Krampus.
Krampus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Krampus. Yeah.
And then he had a bunch of like evil elves that were like his workshop elves, kind of.
Cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
I don't fucking know. Maybe it was elves. Yeah, fuck you. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
How's D&D going for you, man? You still
I
playing?
haven't played it since before Dad, so it's over.
Really?
Oh,
Really? You're not
did
playing
you-
D&D anymore?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You canceled
No.
D&D, so I don't have time. Sorry, boys.
No, I think it just kind of fell apart. It was good timing though.
That sucks. I'm starting a new campaign on my channel next
Star Wars won over, or what?
Star Wars we're going to probably come back to like next year, but we have a guy, this guy Wiko, who watches both of us. He's really, really cool. I've been playing a lot of Dad with him as well. He's a great guy. And he wants to DM for me and some of the crew.
Yeah,
So we're gonna
Wiko.
Wiko. So Wiko's gonna DM and we're gonna do it Monday nights on my channel, like 3-4 hours a night every Monday. Little
I'll be
5e
watching
D&D.
Monday Night Football.
Dork.
I know, right?
But yeah, it's gonna be great.
No, I mean, dude, I feel like this is completely unrelated to a sports complaint, but I feel like the primetime football games this year have been absolute dog shit. They put like the worst teams on. I'm like, I don't want to watch this crap.
I can't name
Anyway.
one NFL player.
Same.
Tom Brady, but well, he's retired.
Yeah, I thought I'm Emmitt Smith. Is he still a player? I don't know.
No, that was like the 90s.
I have no Troy Aikman.
Oh,
I
man.
don't fucking know, dude. I don't know shit about
I
sports.
do not want to watch the Broncos Bills. Yeah, exactly. Like just fucking. Yeah. Anyway, back to video games.
Anyway, yeah, the better games. O'Shea Simpson, Joe Montana. Yeah, see, I know some players. Yeah,
There you go.
exactly. Let's get 2 more questions, folks. 2 more questions. Make them good. Because I want to go puff some devil's lettuce and relax for a little bit and then play more dad.
There you go.
That's
I
my
have potato
goal.
soup waiting for me downstairs.
I love
Ooh.
potato soup. I have a little
Do you
bit of
guys have
tiramisu in my fridge. Nukes?
You guys have like a Nukes or like a Jason's Deli?
Nope.
Nope.
Very similar places. Yeah, I get potato. It's like a nice little like deli chain. So it's solid. They're like not the most amazing food, but it's good stuff.
Okay. Dry fitted, we are not devs. How we know about region lock?
Yeah, we are not devs.
Dude, let's give them an answer.
I
Let's
have
just
no idea.
Sure.
official answer.
Region lock it. Sure. Let's do it.
Ask them.
The Korean devs don't like regions. They don't believe in borders, so there's no region lock. They think nations are a human construct. So
Gamers Without Borders. It's a great charity.
RMT is annoying, but if you're buying stuff with real money for a 3-week wipe, more power to you.
VR
yes,
support
sure.
for Dark and Darker, boys. What do you think? Would you play this in
No.
VR with a headset on?
Yes.
I mean, I would.
I would.
It'd be
I
hilarious,
100%
but
would.
It would break.
I
the
would
game.
rather them make this DayZ, but that's just me.
Dude,
Yeah.
VR DayZ would be tight.
The only thing that sucks about first-person VR games is the character movement. Like I think Skyrim back in the day when it had VR, you literally had to like teleport to where you wanted to stand. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Fuck
yeah.
that. That is so bad.
Well, you can move now. There's like the little stick.
I
where
don't
you Just,
know.
like, move your stick. It makes me a little nauseous though after a while because it's like you're not actually moving. but
It's
you feel like
just
you're
I
moving.
just think VR is just in general is not ready.
VR got me super sick the first 2 sessions I played.
When did you try
Yeah.
it? How
A few
long
months
ago?
ago, I was playing Tarkov VR. First time
Oh,
I played
yeah,
for 2 hours, almost threw up, and then I played the next day for 4 hours. And
I'm not surprised. I mean, it used to be way worse. I think I talked about this before, but they spent millions of dollars, the Oculus team, trying to figure out how to combat the nausea and the vomiting and just general feeling of being ill when using VR.
Yeah.
And they put months and months of time and millions of dollars into researching this shit. And they realized all they had to do was put like a fake bridge of the nose in your peripheral vision because that's a stabilizer. And we don't even realize it at all times. You can see your nose, and it stabilizes your vision. They didn't realize that. So they put
There
like
you
a
go.
fake little nose bridge for your eyes to center on, and it stopped like most of the nausea from people.
I
Isn't that
get
fucking
less
insane?
nauseous.
That's crazy to me.
It is weird. Go ahead, Jay.
you think if someone has no nose, they're just permanently nauseous, or what? I'm curious.
That's a fucking great
Noses
question.
for veterans.
Or
That's
what
my
if
new
a
charity I'm
noseless
starting.
person used VR and felt better?
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
poor
think
Voldemort.
the
really.
universe would explode if that happened.
Brah, as the kids say. Wow.
But no, I think VR is better. Like I get less fatigued if I sit down and do it. I get less nauseous. But like if I'm standing up and trying to move around the room and then also move the stick, it makes me nauseous after a while.
Yeah,
It
moving.
was pretty fun
yeah.
though.
What is?
VR Tarkov, where I'm like this, I'm leaning on the corner.
That's pretty
Sometimes you
cool.
hit the turbo lean, real far.
I see. I
was
can't. I can't forget the fact that I am in a room and I can run into a wall or something. Like I always keep thinking about that. And
Just
there's
don't
like a. Yeah, but if it's a game where you have to move, though, like there's like these experiences in VR where you have to walk on a balance beam in between 2 skyscrapers or something like that. You can see a street 40 floors below or whatever. And and people get really nervous and they try to walk across the balance beam and they don't want to fall and they freak out and shit and get anxiety. I would just literally walk on air. I just walked straight because I just always remember that it's not real, that I'm in a room. It's
No,
bad.
you
It's a
do
bad
like
thing.
Immersion, dude.
I guess. I don't know.
You're that guy that watches a movie and then every scene you're just like, this isn't real. These are actors.
Honestly, when I was going to film school, that's how I would view movies. I'd be like, oh, look at the
Yeah.
lighting here. Look at the weird angle here. Look at this here. What an interesting long shot that they used
But
here.
it does take you out of the movie.
Exactly. I know. It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it sucks. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's get a couple more.
All I know is
yeah.
Anna de Armas and Blade Runner had me thinking I wish this was real.
Oh, I know, right?
True. Someone said, "What do you
He's like,
think
"Are you
about?"
lonely?"
Yes, all the time. Fix it, robot. Fix it, Siri. Unique items that are armor. Named items, armor.
Ooh. Be some
Thoughts?
fun ice items, like some cool ice-related uniques. They got to come out with for sure, right?
Give us a named cloak
Probably.
that if you crouch and stand still and crouch, you go invisible until you
That'd be
move or do
tight.
something. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. Boots
Like
that
a
triple jump.
15-second cooldown or something.
Triple jump boot. Perry's
Cloak
cloak.
of Perry.
Perry's cloak. I
Yeah.
like that. I mean, invisible barbarian. I mean, invispots. Yeah, they already
You gotta call
exist.
the pickpocket gloves Perry's gloves. That's
Oh,
what
that's
they
the
gotta be.
lockpick gloves. Gloves that allow you
Yeah,
to
lockpick gloves.
pick any lock. Not any, but you know
There
what I
you
mean.
go.
Triple jump late foot boots. My God. My God.
Oh fuck it, why not?
Doing
Fuck
a
it.
Invispot barb
Shit.
is so fun. Invispot barb is one of the best things in the game. That
Yep.
and using long swords, or what else is super satisfying? Getting
A
a,
3-man. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say a double or triple kill with a fireball.
Mm.
That's gotta feel good. You've done that, I'm sure, many times, right?
Yeah.
I
So it's
have.
like
One
a
fireball.
cool
Yeah.
like solo item where if you put it on, like it creates like an AoE like ice damage effect. And it'll hurt your teammates, so it's like a purely solo item, and you just like you create like an icy effect like 10 meters out and does like damage over time. That'd be cool.
Could be interesting.
It's kind of like the
I
stinky
imagine
stick a
that'd be
little
like
bit.
an aura, though. Would that be a paladin aura?
Yeah.
Like retribution
don't-
aura or something?
They don't really damage with auras, at least in D&D.
Hmm.
He's referring to Retribution Aura from WoW, which is like a thorns.
Yeah,
Thorns effect.
but
No.
instead of a thorns, it's like a AOE field of damage, 1 damage a second or something.
Yeah, there you go. Be fine. That'd be cool.
was gonna say, I think a
Spiders.
3-man queue only map would be cool.
Sorry.
Like no solos, no duos. You can
Oh,
only
that'd be
queue
cool.
with 3 people, so the whole match is a bunch of 3-mans.
That'd be nice.
I would
yeah.
love that. I think that would be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
That would
that'd
actually
be
be really cool.
amazing. So Druid comes out, let's say by the end of the year. What class would you want to see after that?
Monk?
After
probably?
After SDF said they shelved wall running and wall climbing and stuff,
Oh.
I think Monk would be last. Pretty sure. Well, Monk would be the last class.
I can't wait to see what they
Then what is
do
there?
with Pally. Can't wait to see Paladin.
I'd take like Paladin before Sorcerer. Like Paladin.
Yeah, I don't think so
Sorcerer.
either. They need another. Well, let's see. here.
Paladin's just gonna be cool fighter. He's just gonna- That's my problem with Paladin. He's just gonna be. Able
It's
to
going to
smite
be
motherfuckers.
a rangeless fighter with more heals, and it's going to be able to. I don't think it's going to be able to use Dark Plate. I think it's gonna. You have to use like Fine Cuirass and stuff like that. I don't
Okay.
think. I think it'll have swords and shields and like Zweihander for sure, but no crossbow, no bows, nothing like that. No throwing weapons.
Like only melee.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what I think.
I mean,
Entirely.
how else are you gonna balance like all the utility shit they can probably do?
That's my guess. I think they're gonna have perk slots that are auras. They'll have a smite like ability just like cleric. If not that ability straight up, they just remove that from cleric and put it on paladin.
Well, you
So
should make their
there's-
smite melee.
Well, that's what clerics is right now. Smite is just like
Yeah.
extra damage on melee.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I was thinking
That
different,
should just
sorry.
go. That should just go to the paladin. That skill, in my opinion. I
Yeah.
think it'll have some lay on hands type active ability, or maybe even a perk. Like imagine if you get to 1 health, you instantly get 50% of your health back, and that's your. But it only happens once per raid. It's called lay on hands, and it's a perk or something like that. That'd be pretty busted, yeah. That'd be pretty. I'm just spitballing, people. I don't know. I'm just fucking
I
literally
would
throwing
hope they
shit
have,
out
like,
as I
no
go.
heal though.
Pallies?
Yeah,
Make
bland
them
hands.
melee only,
No.
purely offensive, no heal.
Paladins absolutely
It's
always
just
have
second
heals.
wind 2.0 though.
In a way. But yeah, they definitely will have a heal, without a doubt. Now, what I think they should
Well, it
do
should
is
be
have a
second
heal.
one you can use on yourself or teammates, but you gotta like.
No,
keep
see,
your
I think
hands on.
Paladins should only be able to heal themselves instead of being able to heal others. I think it should be a fighter with no range and a little bit more survivability. That's it.
What if it's like a channel you gotta sit still for another player?
Sure.
Like, like hold your
Well.
hands out and like takes like 3-4 seconds while you healing you.
Hmm. But yeah,
Paladin auras would be cool.
there's definitely going to be auras. I think they'll take up perk slots, right? Like imagine some pallies just bring in a sword and a shield. They have their 2 active abilities, and then all their perks are auras. I think that'll be a thing.
Yeah.
You know, I think
Like
it's
a-
okay. Because they already said wizards like sorcerer, right? So when sorcerer comes out, they'll probably axe wizard in a lot of ways to move it to sorcerer. I'm sure they'll do that with cleric too when pally comes out. Like rearrange a bunch of shit.
Like even with like
plus
druid and
20
cleric,
armor rating aura.
like I could see them putting locust swarm on druid instead, and like rearranging other spells and abilities for other classes when new stuff comes out. Sure, I think it makes sense.
Yeah, fine tune. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, but paladins cannot heal like clerics can. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Paladins are they can be pretty decent support though. I mean, in D&D, I don't know. I don't think they should be really great supports in DAD. I think they should just be another form of frontliner.
That's a good
Well,
question. Is there
D&D
no priest in WoW or in D&D?
It's cleric.
Like
No,
from
it's
WoW?
cleric.
Huh.
You can make a cleric that's like a battle cleric, or you can make a full-on like World of Warcraft priest type cleric in D&D. There's a lot of different flavor.
Yeah, you can be a cleric in a gown and be super squishy and just cast spells, or you can be a cleric in heavy armor with a fucking mace, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. People are asking Necromancer when. Necromancer is not its own standalone class unless you're referring to Diablo.
Well,
Go ahead, Jay.
actually,
Take it away, Jay.
No, you got it.
Yeah.
It's actually a class. It's a school of magic.
Damn,
Yeah,
he's
I
learning.
I
I'm
say that at
fucking
least
proud
like
of you
5
right now.
times a week.
Keep going. This is good. You got it. It's a School of
Actually-
Magic. That's good. I thought you were going to say subclass, but School of Magic is good. I'm proud of you right now. Keep going. And then what?
Wizards do it. I don't know what else.
there's not much else.
So
it.
necromancers don't exist as a class. Okay.
God damn, you're getting
Yeah.
better and better
I
every
feel like
week.
there's already so many classes. Like I think, like we said earlier, the multi-classing thing is maybe a little cart before the horse. They should probably do subclasses and make necromancer like a wizard subclass.
Agreed.
That'd be cool.
I just think subclasses would add so much more depth than multi-classing.
And that should be what
Agreed.
the talent training tree is subclassing, instead of me leveling up my perk to get it to where it currently is. I really hope they
Somebody
change that.
goes, let's get Flintlock in the game. Oh, God. Guns in my medieval game, dude?
Ugh.
I don't know. Maybe, but
Yuckers.
I don't know.
Yuckers.
What do you mean subclass?
I wanna-
Subclass is like a how do it like a specialized version of the class. So like a frost
go.
mage or a fire mage or an arcane mage or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. But
Hmm.
if there are Flintlocks in put into DAD, I want time period appropriate reload times. I want like a minute and a half to reload my musket.
I mean, Wiko in my chat said, want a gun, just use a crossbow. That's true. I mean, you want a handgun, get a
Yeah.
hand
It's the
crossbow.
same shit.
Basically.
Same shit.
But yeah,
Huh.
no, please, no guns.
No guns. That's not
Do
going
you
to happen.
think you think they'll build on summons with Warlock?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, I think we'll see a summon, at least one summon from Druid.
Yeah.
Imagine Druid can summon like a big, I don't know, like spitting plant that grows in a room and spits poison at people when they walk in.
It'd be cool if Druid had like an obscurity type spell where you could do like a fog cloud or something like that. That'd be tight.
That'd be pretty
Like
key.
rolls in fog to like block like ranger sight.
I don't know. All I'm seeing is Jay muted yelling at his chat. What is happening, Jay?
Sorry.
What's going on?
Some fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all right.
I get baited by your chat
And then he tries
sometimes.
to play the victim after he. Yeah. Anyways.
It's the internet, Jay. Everyone's a victim. Come on. Don't you know that? I'm going to get you fired from your job, Jay.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to tell the internet on you. Anyway.
Let's do one more good question.
Yeah, one more.
Call it.
I want a snack, and I want to smoke, and I want to go kill people on my bar.
Question about adding blue portal trading. So before lobby, I can trade party members.
It's a terrible
So
question.
like, I don't know about terrible, but I don't think it.
Why
I
not
don't-
just drop the item before you take the portal?
Yeah.
Right.
I
Here's a
agree.
better
And that
final
way-
question
Okay.
from Altier69. What do you guys think the weakest class is and the strongest class is? And how can they be fixed or adjusted? Let's start with the weakest.
I think rogue is pretty weak as far. Are we talking about like combat ability?
Overall. I would
I don't
say
think Rogue is too weak.
out of all the classes, what I have noticed to be the easiest in norms with my crew is Rogues die the easiest.
Yeah.
But in high
I mean,
roller,
it's fine.
repos is a demon, right? Like a rogue and really, really good bis destroys, right?
Warlock might be the worst.
But yeah, Warlock is
I
the
would say
is the
Warlock's
worst.
the worst.
That's the worst class. I think we can all agree on that.
Personally.
And then the strongest class in the right hands with gear is Wizard. Like straight up,
Yeah.
I think. A
Honestly,
good wizard
probably.
almost always kills me.
Probably.
Especially Barb.
Barb and fighter, yeah.
But
I
if you get a bow
definitely-
and arrow, dude. I feel like I put wizards down all the time.
Well, a really, really good ranger like Flo. If Flo Tag was playing this game right now on his ranger, I would say a very cracked player with ranger with a good bow might be the scariest thing in the game.
Only noob say I think Ranger's really strong.
I think ranger's very strong too.
Ranger directly
Yeah.
shits on like 6 of the 8 classes.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
yes, agreed. The worst two for me, I think the weakest two are Rogue and Warlock. Warlock being by far the weakest. Strongest two, Ranger and Wizard, and that's just they're ranged and magic
Yeah.
damage especially just crushes. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then classes that feel good. I think once you get it going, I think Bard is actually okay. I think Fighter feels really good. Barbarian actually feels pretty good, but in some ways, Barb can feel busted a little bit. I mean, what do you think, Jay? High level Barbarians, do you think they're busting the game a little bit? Or do you think it's fine?
It's still the strongest class in the game. Fully
Yeah,
buffed with
exactly.
Right comps and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like on a standalone basis, like Wizard, yeah. But as soon as you put like a cleric and a bard on the barbarian, it's just over.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how things net out once we get this stat change. Like, it's going to really fuck up Barbarian and Rogue a lot. Not necessarily in a
I
bad
hope
way.
So.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's going to fuck things up. Like, the tables are going to get flipped. I really think it's going to affect Barb and Rogue the most. We'll see, though.
It's
Maybe.
crazy because the changes like do nothing against Wizard. And they
Exactly.
really
yeah.
probably don't do too much against cleric.
Yep.
It might obliterate Bard though, because Bard already needs like so much different stuff. I assume it might stay the same. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not so worried about Bard, but classes that really rely on like a single attribute, like Rogue, like dump agility, like you want agility rather. Barbarians, you typically want a bunch of fucking strength, unless you're like some cracked Viking sword agility build dude running high rollers, you know, like Kimchi Mage or something. But yeah, I think Rogue and Bard Barb are really going to have a rude awakening in a week. We'll see. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, the meta is definitely going to change. We'll see. And then I guess
Look, I hope Barbarian gets nuked into the ground. I'm not gonna lie.
I
would love to see a switch.
I would
And
like
even
to
then, you
switch
can-
my class. Yeah.
You could just nuke Wizard and Ranger a little bit. I think it'd be fine.
Now here's a question. Here's like a final discussion point. I'm assuming they did not go over every single change coming with
Yeah.
next week's patch. There's probably a lot of little things that were not covered, like perks and skills and adjusting that kind of shit. Do you think we're going to see more skill and perk adjustments? Or do you think that would have been brought up in the interview? And if so,
Probably would have been brought up.
okay. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be some stuff.
There
you
has
know,
to be
I'm
some.
sure it's.
I
Yeah,
hope
I'm
it's
sure there's
completely
gonna be-
done for now, and they just like push out a shitload of content. I hope
Yeah, I
they just
love
ditch
content.
balancing for another month or two. I'm cool with that. I
Agreed.
feel like the game's okay right now.
Well,
Bring back double jump. Rogue detective in chat.
yeah. Okay. This was a good one, boys. This was a very, very chill. This reminded me of like some of the old school episodes of the early
That
years.
was a good time.
Very,
Should
very
talk
chill
more.
one. Yeah. Next week we're going to have, if you can change the schedule around, K-Balls on. K-Balls is an old school, Dark and Darker content creator. And his videos were like some of the first Dark and Darker content I ever saw. I mean, you guys know K-Balls, right? His YouTube.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Been
he's
around
great.
for a while.
He's been around for a while. He's a cool guy too, and good at the game. So it'll be great to speak with him. Then we're gonna do the round table for episode 41, and then we have some potential cool guests on the horizon. I'm not gonna say any names. We'll keep a couple surprises up
There
our
you
sleeve.
go.
Yeah.
Ready off them cool.
Excelente. Okay. I'm not gonna do an after hours. I'm just gonna cut it because I am gonna
Sounds good.
leave my office and go to my backyard for a bit. But you guys are beautiful. We should probably get like a trio in, just like get a little podcast trio
I'm down.
soon. Play some games. Doesn't have to be
Let me
now,
know.
but soon. When is Spud Hunter gonna be a guest? I don't know. I would love for Spuddy to come on when he's ready, but he's never ready.
Whenever he feels like it.
When he wants
Yeah.
to come on, we will push him to the front of the line. How about that? Because I would love to meet that guy. Okay. Oh, and then eventually we got to get the Hold the Line podcast guys on for another roundtable.
Yeah, we do a
discussion.
round table with them.
Oh, we shall, and we will again.
Ooh, yes. Ooh.
All right, Donnie, where can people find you online?
I've been streaming a lot recently. A lot of RP content. If you want to
Nice.
see me dress up like a cowboy virtually and play RP and do a silly voice, tune in to Donnie with 2 E's. And yeah, maybe YouTube one day. I recently left my job about a week and a half ago, so I have more free time on my hands.
There you go.
A couple of interviews have been fucking all that up, so we'll see.
There you go.
But yeah, that's where you can find me. Streaming a lot. I might stream tonight. Who knows?
Wonderful, Mr. Griffia.
I am Jay Griffia on Twitch and YouTube.
Beautiful.
You know.
I am at Soma on everything except for YouTube. I am at _Soma. And that's where you can find. Aw, that's cute.
Sorry.
That's where you can find
Oh.
this podcast every week. Soon I will be doing a weekly Dungeons and Dragons campaign on my channel as well, which is cool. And then
Ooh.
sometimes I will stream Dark and Darker. The reason why I'm not like full-time streaming Dark and Darker is because I'm bad at the game and I don't want to stream bad gameplay. If I was good, I'd stream like straight up, but it sucks putting in hours of deaths in front of people. It just
Yeah,
doesn't feel. It's not
tough.
good. It's not fun. No one wants to see someone
do it
die
all the
1,000
time,
times. Hey, dude, come on. Anyway, you guys are great. Chat, you're awesome. Thank you so much for chilling as always. We'll see you guys next Tuesday at 7 p.m. PT, hopefully with K-Balls. Until then, enjoy the rest of your week. Have a good weekend. And that'll do it. Awesome. I am not unmuting after this. I'm actually turning the stream off. So, peace out. Goodbye, boys.
Goodbye.
See you guys
Goodbye.
later.
Peace.